Hi again, grade 5. For the second part of today's lesson, we read the persuasive article in your literature anthology on page 90 called The Future of Transportation. All right, so remember guys that this type of text, so a persuasive article, is meant to persuade readers to believe a certain idea. All right, so this text that we're reading today is meant to persuade readers about which type of transportation is best. All right, so let's start reading together. Autos advance. Cars will keep us moving into the future. All right, so what opinion does this author present? That cars, let's read along, cars are the best way for individuals to travel. All right, so this is the author's point of view. They are far more comfortable than crowded trains or buses. Cars can take us wherever we want to go, whenever we want to go, and without waiting for other passengers. Going green. Of course, public transportation has its good points. It uses less fuel per person than a car. But over the years, cars have become more fuel efficient. To cite government data, in 1975, cars averaged 13.1 miles per gallon. In 2009, average miles per gallon had risen to 21.1. Some new types of cars also pollute less. Electric cars run on batteries that emit no carbon dioxide. These cool cars also use less energy to get to a destination than regular cars. All right, so how does this paragraph support the author's opinion that cars are the best way to go? It cites data. And remember what cite means? Cite means mentions as proof or evidence. So it cites data about the car's fuel efficiency. All right, automatic autos. Some engineers have tried to advance plans to make driving even easier. They are testing cars that start, steer, and stop without human drivers. The cars have radar, laser scanners, and video cameras. These devices keep the car on the road, avoid other cars, and stay within the speed limit. A computer is able to access information from sensors in the car and make an instant analysis of the situation. What is the reasoning behind building these automatic cars? Safety is a major goal. About 20% of serious car crashes are caused by people who use cell phones, eat and drink, or read maps while driving. Incidents like these caused by human error would not occur with a driverless car. Its computer cannot be distracted. Some people fear these kinds of cars will cause more accidents. In fact, the opposite is true. So far, driverless cars have an almost perfect safety record. There's no doubt that driverless cars and energy-efficient cars will offer improved transportation down the road. Okay, so according to this author, how has technology improved cars? It says that cars use less gas. Cars today use less gas than they used to, and some new cars even pollute less. All right, the author says that cars have become more energy efficient and that driverless cars can improve safety. For those who argue that cars aren't safe, that there are new driverless cars. All right, so rereading helps us clarify ideas like this. Okay, so this is the first author's opinion. Now the second author, all right, so see at the top in these red and blue arrows, we have point and counterpoint. So the first point was that cars are the way to go, and the second point is that public transportation is the way to go. Where would we be without public transportation? We probably would be still stuck in a car in traffic. Trains, buses, and subways are the best ways to travel. So this is this author's point of view. Trains, buses, and subways are the best ways to travel. Public transportation uses less energy and is better for the environment. It is an inexpensive and comfortable alternative to car travel. Less oil. According to government data, 70% of the oil consumed in the US is used for transportation. Personal vehicles use more than 60% of that total, and planes use 9%. Buses and trains consume only about 3%. About 4.2 billion gallons of oil are saved each year thanks to the people who take public transportation. Even more energy could be saved if more people traded in their car keys for a bus or train ticket. Less pollution. Pollution is also a factor to consider. About 35% of carbon emissions come from passenger cars, while only 2% come from trains. The use of public transportation over personal vehicles avoids releasing 745,000 metric tons of carbon monoxide, a toxic gas, into the air each year. Speed thrills. One latest improvement in public transportation technology is the high-speed train. These trains run mostly in Europe and Asia. They can travel at speeds of 150 miles per hour or more. High-speed trains would be perfect for travel between major American cities. A few drawbacks could derail high-speed trains in the United States. Opponents cite their cost. It would take billions of dollars to build the high-speed system. Safety is also a concern. Accidents involving fast trains would be terrible. Yet, high-speed trains in other countries show great safety records. High-speed trains also run on electricity, which would reduce pollution. According to one analysis, a fast rail system in the US would result in 29 million fewer car trips per each year. Anyone with vision knows this. High-speed trains and more advancements in public transportation would keep US transportation on the right track. All right, so what key points do both articles cover? We noticed that now both talked about comfort, convenience, cost, the use of fuel, pollution, and finally improvements due to technology. All right, this first article that we read, all right, about the one called Autos Advance, says that public transportation uses less fuel, but that today's cars are more fuel efficient than in the past. Sorry, guys. But the second article says that 4.2 billion gallons of oil are saved each year thanks to people who take public transportation. Okay, so this author's main points are that public transportation is good for the environment. Buses and trains use less oil than personal vehicles. It causes less pollution, and public transportation can travel fast. All right, so that's it for today. It was just an example of a persuasive, of two persuasive articles for you. All right, we have a point and a counterpoint. Okay, so one view and an opposing view. All right, so positive effects of new technology are safety, comfort, and convenience, but a negative effect might be the higher costs. All right, again, guys, how are these two articles similar? We know that both try to persuade readers about transportation choices. The first author wants the reader to use cars for transportation, and the second tries to convince readers to use public transportation. All right, I think both of them had strong arguments, and I will leave you to choose which one you believe is best. All right, that's it for today, guys. On Friday, inshallah, check Smart Schools for your term topics, for your term exam topics. And on Monday, we will be doing our personal narrative project. Okay, and that's it. If you guys have any questions, please let me know and take care. Again, guys, there is no reading test on Sunday. Okay, no reading test on Sunday. However, please study the vocabulary and the genre because these will be on your exam. Okay, and again, wait for the term topics. Okay, bye guys.